Well, hello everyone and welcome to another very exciting episode here on the Am I Gardener channel. As you can probably guess what this episode is going to be about, it is going to be about the honeybees. We're going to check them out. We have not yet seen them. We just got out here and the sun is kind of right in the middle of the sky. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's the warmest part of the day. It's going to be about 60 degrees today, so we're so excited about that. And hopefully we got some alive bees. I don't know what we have. We're gonna go in and we're gonna see if there are any alive hives, and also what we're going to do is we're going to do some early spring feeding. So I've got a tray here and I'm gonna show you all how I basically how I feed my bees for early spring to get them through this time when there's not a lot blossoming and there's still a chance of frost coming. So we've been blessed with a lot of warm weather, but I'm definitely not expecting it to stay. If it does, great, but if not, oh well. So this is just kind of one of those preventative measures. So come on, let's go. All right, so we are just making the bend here by the garden. There's the garden there. So we're just making the bend. I have not yet seen anything. So let's see together if the bees survived the spring. Oh, that's so cool. Yay. We finally have gotten some bees to overwinter. Oh, that's a good sight. That's a very good sight. It looks like 2 might have survived. Maybe. Oh dear. Well, there's one not looking so good. We had a branch come down. Off of a tree there. It must have been in a winter storm. Bees are alive and well there. Looking good. Looking very good. And oh wow, oh check that out, look at this. There are actually bees coming in with pollen. Check that out, did you see that? There are a few bees coming in with pollen on their legs. Not much, but they're finding it somewhere. That's unbelievable. There's nothing flowering. And here's some more bees here that looks like they definitely survived, unless those are just getting robbed out. Again, we'll be able to find out as we go. I'm not sure. So first let's set up the feeders so we can actually start feeding the bees. So one of the biggest things that beekeepers struggle with in the springtime is having a pollen source. When nothing is flowering in the early spring, you have a case in which you can take some unbleached flour and the bees will treat it just like pollen. You don't want to put too much, about a 1/4 inch of the flour there, and set that out, and the bees are going to find that and they're actually going to start collecting it just like they would pollen. Now what I also have is a little bit of honey here, and since honey is basically already finished, it's better than nectar because they can actually soak it up, put it right into cells for storage. So in early spring, I take some honey that's been harvested from a past season, and it's still good honey. So all we do is we just pour it kind of over some frames, and they can open feed just like they're kind of robbing out a hive. So we actually have a bunch of open frames here from just from a past colony that did not survive. And all we're going to do is we're just going to pour this over top of this frame here, and they'll simulate early spring robbing, which is typically what they do anyways. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this up, just kind of see. Oh no. Oh no. Yep. Okay. That's what I feared. That's the reality of beekeeping right there. This one actually starved out. This is very unfortunate. You know, I don't really like to see this, but it is a reality with beekeeping. Sometimes they survive and sometimes they don't, especially with how the weather's been, with it being so warm. They really just starve to death, and I think that's what happened to this one. You know, I'm just gonna lift it open and kind of just let the other bees rob it out. I'm not gonna go into that one and bother them. This hive is definitely alive. I'm not gonna go in and bother them. But man, the bees are absolutely loving it out. It's a good day today. So, all right, so now this is the hive that I'm also concerned about here. Got these blank frames here. I don't know what they're doing there, but we lost a hive last fall. They just were never big enough, so I shook them out. I basically shook them out into the grass there, and they basically kind of went to hives that needed more numbers because they didn't have a queen. They lost their queen. So I am seeing a couple bees flying in and out, so that's a good sign, but again, they could just be robber bees. So let's check into this one. All right. Hey, this looks to be a good sign. Oh, this is a good sign. This is a very good sign. It's a very good sign. These bees are alive. And they've got lots of honey to spare. All right, so I'm just going to work on kind of cleaning up the bee yard a little bit. And all I have to say is that I am extremely happy. 3 out of 4 hives is, 75% is a great survival rate. I mean, like I said, we did lose that one right there in the fall. It just was way too weak, but we didn't really lose it. We just shook it out, and it kind of, they just made a home with other bees that needed more population. So I still consider that 3 out of 4. You know, and the other bees they're waking up, so that's good. You can start to see all their activity there. Very excited to get out and start doing some foraging. So awesome. I'm very excited for this year, and the worst is behind us, so it's only going to get better from here.